Life should be fun, so let's play. Hey, what up? How are ya? Thank you for tuning in to the Kenny Ho video show. Today we're gonna be doing WWE 2K17 Create a Wrestler. As you can tell, I'm already kind of halfway through the process on this one. It's because it took me like 100 tries to get that face on there. Like the photo thing, the photo capture thing, so hard to use. Or maybe I was really bad at it. But it didn't help that the logo uploader thing, the logo manager, what a pain in the ass. I don't know if you've had the same experience, but trying to get a token so I can get my photo, or a shot at getting my photo onto the PS4. One of the most frustrating things I've had to deal with in a long time. I mean, I suppose that's a great thing. I don't have too much to deal with in life if this is the worst thing I have to deal with. But nevertheless, it took me like a day to do this, so at some point I just turned off the mic, so we're going to do this a little post-production. And so what I ended up doing was basically creating the same guy I create every year, which is kind of like a boxer-inspired wrestler. But I had my doubts if I should do it because, well, who do you think of when I say wears black and blue with a hoodie? AJ Styles, right? I had no idea who AJ Styles was until he came to WWE, really. I'm not a super big wrestling fan. I used to be as a kid, but not in the past, I would say like 10 years. The only thing I really do is play wrestling games every year. They're fun. I like the creative aspect of it. So I wasn't going to create the same guy, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I don't look exactly like AJ Styles in this, so let's just do it. And later on, this is an older video, later on I did make a couple more adjustments to clearly further define he and I. So what's really cool about this year's iteration of WWE 2K17 is look how many options for materials you got. Like, some of it doesn't make sense to me. I've never heard of anybody putting on a pearl jacket or a plastic jacket, like plastic bag when it rains and you're at outdoor venue or something, but a plastic jacket, never heard of it. Like, this is ridiculous. A rainbow material? Like, it would make sense if it was like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Turn that into clothes, but how do you harness the power of rainbow into a fabric? But whatever, looks like, did I just choose metallic? I think I just chose metallic there. And yeah, but I was choosing between metallic and pearl, and because you get two options, I chose both. Best of both worlds. A famous Hannah Montana song. Someone make a Hannah Montana, put her in a match. So yeah, as I said, black and blue. And at this point, I was thinking, I was still debating if I was going to do black and blue. At this point, I look at it, I'm really debating black and white. But I look kind of like an official, an old familiar one out. But instead of going with mostly black, I went with mostly blue. Well, that's a great thing about these games. There's so much opportunity for creativity. And yeah, I'm just gonna skip right ahead. This thing took me like at least an hour to do from the point I put on my face, so I'm not a verified YouTuber, so I can't put up our videos, so I'm just gonna keep it under 15 minutes here. And here, again, lots of options. Love options. Everything in life should have more options. Like girls, there should be, you want more options, unless you're a girl watching this, and you want dudes, you want lots of options, and this game gives you lots of options, because in real life you might not always get that many. Even if you find a bunch of girls or guys you're into, they may not be into you back, so your options could be limited. Here, the world is your oyster. So this is my entrance attire. The wrestling ring attire will look a little bit different. It'll just be, minus the mask, minus the hoodie. Here I am picking out an elbow pad. Safety first. And again, even with the elbow pad, you can pick the material. I forget what I went with. Probably cloth here. Yeah, it would make sense. I don't want like a heavy pearl elbow pad. Again, sticking with the blue and the black. Again, I don't want you thinking that I ripped off AJ Styles. I've been doing this for years, making the same character for years. Because I love the idea of having a boxer, kind of kung fu guy as well, mix East and West type of fighter in the WWE. And as you saw there, the hand wraps, furthering my goal of creating a fighter, a boxer. I decided against just trunks. I'm more of a pants person. If I was an actual wrestler, I'd be wearing pants. So here are a lot of options again. Hood, gangster, what up? A little bandana out of the back pocket. I went against it. I went against bottoms. I think I went with wrestling tights. And here's what I ended up choosing, the one I settled on. Again, you can choose the material, choose the colors, and I kept to the black and blue. I thought about at one point doing one leg black, one leg blue, but I don't know, it's kind of looked ridiculous. Again, knee pads. Knee pads are huge. Because when your knees, what I almost said, when your nose goes, I suppose when your nose goes too. But when your knees go, you're done. You can't be wrestling anymore. Keeping it all blue. Thought about going black and blue. Here are the boots I chose. You guessed it. Black and blue. My favorite color combo in the world. And this takes a long time, so if you decide to get this, be prepared to invest hours of your life. If you can figure out the photo thing better than I do, than I did, yeah, you'll at least save yourself the headache there. So here we go, names. And I figured I really wanted to go with my actual name, Kenny Ho, but there was no way in hell they were going to have my last name in this game. I figure first name. So we're going to come right up on that, I'm sure. Kenneth, Kenny, yes. Last name. Was hoping. There was a moment I'm like, I mean, it's 2016. They've been doing this for years. They should have like not every last name, but way more than they have, and here we go. NoHo. Kenneth Holtz. Could have been Kenneth Holtz. The white version of me. But nope, so what I ended up deciding was, because I think my last name in English means river. So I decided to go with Kenny Rivers. Which is kind of a cool name. It doesn't go as well with the nickname I ended up choosing. As, let's go through this. Asian Nightmare. Thought about being the Asian Nightmare for a quick second there. Assassin. I've gone by that before. Babyface Assassin in UFC. A lot of options. I'm pretty sure more this year than last year. So, not almost anything you can think of, but quite a bit. I went with the show. The show Kenny Ho would have sounded better, but the show Kenny Rivers, it's still okay. I think of myself as the show Kenny Ho, host of the Kenny Ho Show. And here, this would be tedious if I showed it to you. Just putting in your name. What's also cool is that you can put in your Twitter handle, to match what they do in real life. And so here I didn't put at the show Kenny Rivers, I put at the Kenny Ho Show, which is my actual Twitter. If you're not already following me, follow away. A lot of content is coming through there, including the Kenny Ho Show podcast, which is, I like to think, more entertaining than what I'm doing now. I mean, this is fun, I love video games and I love being able to share it with you. If you like what I'm doing, maybe subscribe. There'll be a lot more coming. So, yeah, I'm from Toronto, which is crazy. In Ontario, our capital of Canada is in Ontario, and you didn't even get to choose. You didn't get to choose Ottawa. You got to choose Windsor. Nobody's from Windsor. Nobody from the WWE's from Windsor. Egotistical. Yep. But I'm trying to make myself feel better. Let's not go full on. I think I'm a respectful person, so I'm perseverant. Yes, I've been through some stuff, but I'm still here. I'm perseverant. Loyal. 100%. If you got my back, I got your back double. Yes, though in real life I'm kind of cowardly. It's a video game after all. Suspend reality a little bit. Let's go bold. Discipline? Yeah, not at all. But whatevs. It's a video game after all. I don't have to be myself exactly. And here are the skills. Combo striker, yeah, boxer, you gotta have that. And here's some of the special matches and what you can do in them. I ended up choosing what you see highlighted there. And here I picked things like comeback, because there's gonna come a time where I get my ass kicked and I need to come back. And OMG, this is the best part. I clicked a bunch of them. I think I came back later and even clicked even more, if you look there, because this is the best part. It's like all the special moments. It breaks up although it's never really, at times it gets mundane, especially if you're facing someone who's really good. It takes a while to put them down. And OMG breaks it up. And that's the pose I ended up using. And here's my attributes. I ended up going right down the middle, just 70 all around. I wanted a bit of a challenge, but I also don't want to be a sucky wrestler, so 70, right down the middle. I think that's fair. Aerial, springboard. I mean, granted, in real life, I'd be like a 20 on all of this. You hit me once, durability, none, I will fall apart. But again, it's a video game. Make myself feel good. Just letting you see some of the stuff you can do. The one thing I like to think I can do really well is talk. Although I stumbled a few times tonight, so you may argue that. But this, I cranked up a little bit, 80. I've yet to see what this means at the end of the day, because I haven't really gotten into the WWE Universe mode. But yeah, the video's gonna wrap up here. Here are some of the special skills you have. This is the last thing I'm gonna show you. I think probably sometime next week I'll show you the create an entrance video. I had a lot of fun with that, and hopefully my schedule allows it. I want to put a few more videos out, because this game's already 2 weeks old. Soon you may not be interested in this anymore, so I'm gonna try to pump out a few more videos, get some gameplay stuff, maybe get my career or at least something in the WWE universe. Well, that's it. Thank you. See you next week. Till next time.